Welcome back to another installment of Moneyline Grind After Dark, where we are grinding. We're grinding so much, some say we're gyrating, and it's getting freaky since these last couple episodes been late night. But we've hit 45 out of our last 75 hit bets, so that's a 60% hit rate, and we're 7 of our last 10. I got 4 more picks. I got 3 more picks for you today. We went 2-1 last night, this close to a sweep. Let's recap. Zach Collins under 25.5 PRA minus 114, maybe my best bet of the year. 3 minutes in, he gets 2 fouls. He comes back in for another couple minutes, gets his third foul. He finishes in 12 minutes, 6 fouls. He had more fouls than PRA. 6 fouls, 5 PRA. Easiest money I made all season long. You're welcome. I told you about the matchup, and I think it's impressive. I'm going to do this because there's not much positive to talk about the Brooklyn Nets, and I was able to find one of the things I knew they could do good, and was this matchup. I think their athleticism and their length and diagonal quickness, if you will, was just overwhelming for Zach, and that's why he fouled out so quickly. Franz Wagner was a second pick, over 3.5 assists. Easy money. I think he had 5 or 6 assists. We should have took him on a parlay. I had it written down, but never got around to it. Paul George, under 27.5 PRA, does not play. That would have hit, though. And then Moses Moody, we needed under 14.5 PR. He gets 2 rebounds in like the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter in a game that should have been a blowout, but it's okay. 2-1, our third or fourth profitable day in a row, and we're gonna do it again. 3 picks. Here we go. Isaiah Collier. We're starting off with the fade. Start your day off with a fade, and you'll be okay. The rest of the day is better. Under 8.5 assists, plus 100. He's under in 6 of his last 10. Toronto allows the fourth fewest assists per game to point guards, 11th fewest overall, and it's been slightly better in the last few games. Isaiah Collier versus teams lately. Let's take a look. Versus a really good defensive team against point guard assists, Detroit, they allow the fewest assists to opposing point guards. He only had 2. But then teams that actually give up a lot of assists to opposing point guards, he hasn't done well lately either. I wonder why, but let's take a look. Washington gives up the 6th most assists. He had 6. New Orleans gives up the 5th most. He had 8. Sacramento gives up the 7th most assists to point guards. He had 7. I wonder why. We'll get to it. He averages 5.3 assists in March and 5.8 on the road, so under in those averages. And his field goal attempts are trending up, while his assists per game are trending down. Small sample size from March and towards the end of February. We're seeing field goal attempts go up and free throw attempts go up, actually from 2.3 attempts to 6 attempts. And that's almost 300%. It shows me he's being aggressive. He's trying to score the ball. Without Sexton and Collins, there's more of a need to score it. I think he's taken the opportunity to try to show he can score the ball. He's been much more consistent on back-to-backs. Games with 2 or 3 rests, it's like he actually gets out of the rhythm of his assists and maybe the offense. And not to mention, the lineups are changing very, very frequently in Utah. It's kind of hard to know what you want to do if you can't remember who's in the corner, who's in the wing, or which way this guy likes to cut, or even how he likes to catch the ball. These are all real things when you're a point guard and you're trying to get assists. I really like that play, and I can't believe it's plus 100. I wish I could get it under 9.5 assists. I would do minus 130 on that. Maybe I'll check in on the books later. Second pick, Jamal Murray. Rarely choose this guy. I like choosing him at home, though. Over 23.5 points, minus 110. He's averaging 21.4 in the season, but 27.2 in his last 10, 23 points in 4 straight, averaging 24.7 in March, keeping it consistent. Averaging 24.7 in February, but keeping it consistent in March with 25 points per game so far. 52% from three-point land also in February. The line tonight is over 2.5 3-points made. That's minus 170. We're seeing an increase of 5.5 3-point percentage points and 1.5 points when he plays at home. Straight facts. Third pick, Bam Adebayo, under 30.5 PR, minus 120. We're going to put 1.5 units on this. He averages 27.5 PR. Last 10, 32.7. Ooh, real scary. November 10th, though, against Minnesota, 16 PR in 39 minutes played because Minnesota matches up well. When we look at this matchup, there's no advantage for Bam. Versus Minnesota, we like a Naz Reid, likely to guard him. It's possible Rudy Gobert's here this game, but let's talk about Naz Reid. Same height as Bam at 6'9", both similar. I think Naz Reid probably heavier, but both similar styles. They can both handle a little bit, very comfortable playing defense and offense on the perimeter. Without a reasonable size or quickness advantage, I don't like Bam's offense. I don't think he will be in the paint much. I think he starts to play perimeter. I think he sees a guy his size, and now he's jacking 15 footers, which means these are lower percentage shots and less rebound opportunities as he's further away from the basket. With or without Rudy, it does not matter. But with Rudy, we can automatically assume a lot less rebounds available. But I don't think in this style, with this matchup, he's going to be down there banging against Naz Reid. I think he's going to get a little bit overzealous with seeing Naz Reid hit some jump shots and maybe want to show that he hit some jump shots too. That's all I got for you. I will be back. Check out the shorts later. I'm this close to doing a collab with another handicapper that uses some AI, and I've been testing it on the back end, just what I would pick with what I would pair with his pairing or their pairing, and we're getting pretty close to some nice parlays, some nice like four leggers plus 1,000 parlays that are just missing by one leg, like everyone else's parlay, but they're pretty unique and pretty like fun looking with guys you may not normally bet on, or just like like you'll get like a Mike Conley over 5.5 rebounds for plus 140, and you're like, I would never bet this, but the reasoning that I add to what his AI is bringing kind of gives us interesting crossroad. But that's all I got, man. It is late. Oh my God, it's 2:45. I gotta go to bed. I gotta be up early. Best of luck. Let's get that money.